I started when I was 50. I've been doing the exercises now for 18 years, so I'm now 68 years old, and I've been absolutely thrilled with the results.
I came to work for Eva in between jobs about 5 years ago, helping out in the office in between my acting jobs, and I didn't know anything about facial fitness before that. And I suppose I was pretty struck about how youthful Eva and Marion looked.
Since I found Eva, my life has completely changed. I've been doing the exercises for 7 months, and within the first 3 months, I certainly noticed, maybe even in the first month, and I went to parties and things like that, and people would say, "Oh, you look really well," and I'd smile. But then the best moment for me was when a woman who I hadn't seen for a while came up to me at the party and said, "Amanda, I think you're looking fantastic, but have you had a facelift?" And I laughed. I just was so happy I'd made it, you know, and that was the intention. That, I mean, I didn't want to look wooden, but I did want to look like I'd had something done. And she thought I had, and then I told her about Eva, so that was brilliant.
Eva believes in a natural kind of beauty, and that's encompassed by them and their spirits, really, more than just, although it is a very specific method for your face, I think it's also about just creating a youthful side of yourself.
When I started at 50, my face looked rather tired. I had rather flat cheek muscles, my jawline wasn't too good, and my eyelids needed work.
One of the main reasons when I came to Eva, I was looking, as you do, in the mirror in the morning, and you're brushing your teeth or you're doing your face, and for about 2 years, it had been sort of slowly happening. I noticed that things like, I think it was, what is it, that dog, deputy dog or something, he had like long jowls, and I actually had these sort of things that seemed to be getting longer and longer and lower, and it was just horrible. And I had this thing, like they call it turkey neck now, I realise, and I had that happening, and I really didn't think I was old enough to have that, and yet of course I was old enough to have that, but I thought it would never happen to me.
I got interested in doing some of the exercises, and I think, like most people, I kind of, even though I was 27 when I first started to work there were still things that I didn't like about my face, and I still had concerns and worries about where it was going to go.
I'm a jazz singer professionally. It must have been like 6 years ago when I, for the first time, came across Eva Fraser, her facial exercises. And that was because I always thought myself lucky and I was aging pretty good. And then all of a sudden I realized that I was also, like everybody else, I was aging. And so I got a video, looked at it, seems a lot of hard work, so I put it aside. But 5 years later, I did pick it up and did make an appointment. And I've been doing Eva Fraser's exercises since a year, and I'm very happy about it.
My skin is firmer and it's tighter, much tighter. I had a sort of litmus test because I've only been doing it 7 months, but originally when I was doing it, I'd sort of press there, and I'd actually be pushing it up to go, oh, right, I really want this up. Now it is far less. If I'm pushing there, I only have to push a tiny bit. And my intention is that, and Eva's said to me, that if you continue with it, which you're meant to do anyway for your life, it continues to go up. What happens is you get little plateaus, and then, like with everything, it then tightens some more and some more. So when I reach 70, I'm going to have the face of a baby. But no, it's going to be really good.
I've got 2 sisters, one older and one younger, and both of them started to say, your neck looks different to mine, your jaw looks different to mine, your jawline's very pronounced, and and they knew that I was doing facial fitness, and so the younger one, because she's more diligent, was right now you've got to teach me.
This is what the exercise programme does. It builds muscles, and it only takes 10 minutes a day. You can do it 3 days a week or 4 days a week.
I do it 2 or 3 times a week for about 10-15 minutes. And I don't mind making a fool out of myself, so I'll do it on public transport or wherever. It doesn't really bother me. you know. And you always get a seat then because people think you're a bit mad.
I got to know Eva by a videotape that I was given by my daughter on Mother's Day. I thought at the time that it was too early for me to use it, so I just forgot all about it until a few years later, when I saw my face needed a little bit of help. And I put the tape on and I saw Eva doing the facial exercises. And I started doing them almost every other day, just a few minutes before I applied my makeup on. And the difference was amazing. My face felt very vibrant, very energized, and it just gave me so much confidence, you know, for the rest of the day.
If you build up and define muscle everywhere else in your body, why would you forget about doing it on your face? But we just do, don't we? And it just kind of sits more comfortably with me than any of the other kind of approaches that are shoved down my throat at my age.
And what's so nice is that you have your own face. I'm not going to someone and having, because I'd never do that, but I'm not having, my mother had all that done, and in the end she was so stretched and she had this sort of startled, frightened look, like this, and I just wanted to look like me, but younger, and so I could appreciate it, because I never appreciated it when I was younger.
There's a very narrow vision of what beauty is nowadays, for young women, I think, and it's a lot to do with a certain formula, and it's very plastic, you know, and not enhancing what you have as a person. Instead of enhancing it, they believe in just changing it. I'm not satisfied with what I've got and what I've been born with. I'm going to change it completely, and Eva's just totally against that, and so that sits more comfortably with me.
What it's done for me now is that it's affecting me psychologically, because my whole demeanour is different, and I feel happy and confident, and I don't feel needy. And I was a very needy person, and that doesn't mean to say I'm like, you know, I don't care about anyone. I do. I'm really happy to be with people, but I don't feel I need anything from them. If anything, I'm much more able to give.
I'm very, very lucky to have met Eva and introduced me to these wonderful facial exercises.
Now, actually, I feel like I've got a new life, because I've taken on a completely new slant to my life. I joined drama classes, and I feel like I'm about maybe 18, 19. That's how I feel inside. I know I don't look like that, but it's sufficiently good to be sort of informing the way I'm behaving with people. So I really like the way I look. And I know that's probably, well, I was discussing it with somebody before, and we said, is this shallow? Well, it may be shallow, but I don't mind being shallow now. I've had enough of being serious, and so I'm shallow. But I just love what it's done for me.
It gives you confidence. It makes you feel good about yourself. And it also raises your spirits. I think everyone should do this programme. I'm thrilled, and I hope you are too.
I wish you every success with this programme. And the main thing is to have fun with it. Thank you.